Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and respect to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostle elders, a great millstone, and salutations unto the elect, Akim, that's out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is just another dashboard epistle. Just got done with camp, and we had a brother come out, and we've been in contact with him for a long time, and he came down to the camp, and came to see us, and it was all through the spirit, because the last video I just did before camp, was going into the brotherhood, and it's going into one of the videos that the brother in LA did, Micah Allah, and Danya Allah, and Salakia, the other younger brother in the camp. It's going into, the chastening, and, taking out a rebuke, heartily, but take it, cheerfully. I'm just going to get into a couple of scriptures. It was a beautiful camp we had, and I had some scriptures I was holding I didn't get a chance to bring out. But what we got into was more important at the time. So, I figured I'd bring these out here. And some scriptures I was going over throughout the week. So, jump right into it without further ado. This is 2 Esdras 2:27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Right? So, the day of the Lord is coming. And, be not weary. Because in that day of trouble and heaviness, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, if you're faithful in this thing, and you're doing the work of the Most High, in all sincerity, in truth of heart, truth of mind, and spirit, and you love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai with all your heart, body, or your heart, mind, and soul, and the brothers like unto the same, you're gonna be doing this work, and in that day, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is gonna be with you, right? So it says, "Be not weary, for when that day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep." Right? So others that had the opportunity to come and do this work and do this will, and don't, or these other nations will weep and be sorrowful. But the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3, don't need to be weary. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Right? He said, didn't he say he was going to feed his sparrows? Why not the elect? Right? Why not his most beloved children, the one that come and do the will of the Lord? Right? So, it's that's what the Most High, said he was going to do, and his word cometh not back to him void, nor can the Most High tell a lie, right? Because he's all righteousness. And this is more pertaining to the heathen. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh. My hand shall cover thee, so thy children shall not see, so that thy children shall not see hell. The grave, right? Hell is the grave, according to the Old English word definition, right? And according to the Bible Concordance, Strong's, right? So, he's going to be our cover in that day. He is our armor. David said he's our buckler, right? Which is a defense weapon, like a shield used in war, right? So the Most High said, his hands shall cover us, and thy children shall not see hell, right? So some of us aren't going to see death, right? Some of us, he going to take care of us, and Lord willing, we part of that number. We end up right there on a chariot, with the Akim and Yahweh Shai, watching the destruction of Babylon, spiritual Babylon, Sodom, and Egypt. Right, so with that, I'm gonna keep going on these scriptures. I got Psalms 91 and 7. Alright. Select. Flipping these pages. Psalms 91 and 7. Actually, I'm going to start up a little bit. I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him I will trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, from the noisome pestilence. Right? So He's our fortress, right? And He shall deliver us from the snare and the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. That noisome pestilence is going to be those ICBM missiles, right? Which are coming, to destroy America in various places, strongholds throughout the earth, right? And He said He shall deliver us from those things. Verse 4, Psalms 91 and 4. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. There we go. That's the spirit. I really wanted to just read 7, but I figured I'd start up because, get a little more meat off the bone. Thou shalt not be afraid, nor for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So in that day, you're going to have ICBM missiles going off. You're going to have war going on all around you. Martial law. All these things are coming at different times, but it's all boiling up to the end. And at the end, this place, America, is going to be destroyed by those ICBM missiles, right? And so those things should be happening all around you. This place is going to be destroyed. You shall see, what did it say? 1,000 fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, right? But it shall not come nigh thee. Why? Because you put in the time to make your calling and election sure. As the scriptures say, you did. When the Most High called, you hearkened. You feared Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and did His work, right? So, in that time, he's going to be a shield for you against all the wickedness and destruction, and not the wickedness, the righteousness and the destruction that's going on around you, right? Because it is a righteous thing for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to recompense tribulation to them that trouble thee, right? Jump into Psalm 17 and 8. Psalms chapter 17 verse 8. Keep me as the apple of thy eye, of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from the deadly enemy who compass me about. Right? That's David asking, Yahweh to protect him. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in the name of Yahweh Shai, to protect him, as we do. Keep us as the apple of thy eye, meaning, keep us in your good graces. Take not thy spirit away from me. Baba Kashah, we ask Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that in all sincerity, because we fear the Lord, and we know in that day is going to be nothing but destruction. Right? So, we doing everything we can to get out of here on one of those chariots, and feed the flock so that 144,000 Akim can make it up out of here, plus the 1/3, and apart from the apostle elders on down, teaching this truth, and in all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Also, Psalms 57 and 1. I'm jumping around a little bit. Psalms got a lot of, beautiful beautiful songs that David was singing. You know, David was, after the Most High said it, David was after his own heart. You know, so you can get a lot of wisdom from Psalms and also from the book of Proverbs. But this is Psalms 57:1. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yeah, my shadow, or in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge unto these calamities, until these calamities be overpassed. Right? We trust in this word. We trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's why we come out here and do what we do week in and week out. You know, in season, out of season. Fill up the gaps in the hedges. You know, we do this because we believe Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we fear his wrath. You know, and we want to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. You know, and take place in helping bring this place down. You know, get our hands on these devils that have put our people in subjection for so long. You know, we want to be a part of that. You know, it's a righteous thing to to repay your enemy for what he's done to you. That's a righteous thing. You know, yeah, we went off, and this is part of our chastening, like they said in 2 Maccabees, the seventh chapter, when he was receiving his judgment. You know, he said this is part of our chastening. But he said to the devil, he said, you have no covering. This is your end. You know, your end shall come, and you ain't got no faith, so you ain't got nothing coming for you. This isn't meant for you. All right? This is for the elect of Israel. This ain't for no heathens. You know, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up and say shalom.